Question 15. Observe the given figure showing different methods of separation carefully and select the correct statement. Method 1 is generally used to obtain pure water from muddy water. We have to find the correct one. So, method 1, pure water and muddy water can be separated by filtration. And this is a process of distillation. So, the first statement is false. Method 2 is used to separate components of a mixture where are miscible with each other and have different densities. Components of a mixture which are miscible with each other. No, this is a separating funnel. Separating funnel are used for immiscible liquids like oil and water. So this is also false. Method 3 is generally used to separate pulp from fresh fruit juice. So this is a method of centrifugation. So centrifugation is generally used to separate the heavier particles from the less heavier particles. So this is also false. Method 1 is based on the difference of boiling points of immiscible liquids. No, this is in case of miscible liquids. While method 3 is based on the difference in size. No, it is based on solid-solid mixture only, but based on the difference in densities also, based on the difference in weight also. Okay, but very tiny. So this is also false. So our answer is option number D, none of this. Question 16. Subhi, a class 6 student, grouped together a few changes occurring around us as. Okay, group 1, blooming of flowers, breaking of glass, vaporization of water and sawing of wood. So we have to find out, select the odd one in each group and mention their properties which makes it odd. Okay, let's see. Blooming of fire, blooming of flower, breaking of glass, vaporization of water and sawing of wood. Except vaporization of water, all are reversible change. That means you will get it back. Okay. These are physical change. Breaking of glass, sawing of wood. And this is reversible change. Vaporization of water is a reversible change. Group 2, tides in ocean, motion of a swing, landslide, occurring of day and light. Occurring of day and light, motion of a swing, tides in ocean are all periodic motion. And landslides are non-periodic. It can happen anytime. Rusting, germination of seed, burning of firecrackers, growth of a child. All these are slow change. Rusting, germination of seed, growth of a child, it is slowly, means slowly they are growing. Okay, but burning of firecrackers is a very rapid change. Making a paper boat, blowing air into balloon, baking a roti, heating an iron rod. These are all physical change, except baking a roti. This is a chemical change. Okay, you are burning it. A new thing is being produced. This is a chemical change. So our correct answer is option number D. Question number 17. Match the columns and select the correct option from the given codes. What are the components and what is the separation method? Alcohol and water, these are the miscible liquids. So this can be separated by distillation. Kerosene and water. Kerosene and water, these are immiscible liquids. This can be separated by the separating funnel. Camphor and common salt. Camphor and common salt can be separated by sublimation. So this is R. Milk and cream. Milk and cream can be separated by centrifugation. Yes. Wheat flour and rice, it can be separated by sieving. So this is D. Our correct answer is option number C. Question 18. Read the given statement and state T for true and F for false one. Okay, let's see. Chalk powder mixed in wheat flour can be separated by sieving. No, can't be. The solubility of a solute at a particular temperature cannot be increased by stirring. This is true. At a particular, because if you have to increase the temperature. Stirring cannot help anymore. The process of pouring out the clear upper liquid without disturbing the sediment is called as the sedimentation. No, this is false. This is called as the decantation. Muddy water can be cleared faster using the method of loading. This is true because it increases the weight of the object. Separating funnel is used to separate two miscible liquids. False. This is for immiscible liquids. So our correct answer is option number C. Question 19. Study the given Venn diagram. Okay. So if one is curdling of milk, 2 is ripening of fruits, 3 is volcanic eruption, and 4 is spoilage of food, then which of the following best identifies P, Q, R, and S? So you can see that P is a combination of 1 and 2. Correct. Q is a combination of 1 and 3. And R is a combination of 3 and 4. And S is a combination of 2 and 4. Okay. So let's see. P is curdling of milk and ripening of fruit. Curdling of milk and ripening of fruits are desirable change. So this is desirable. Okay. Q is 1 is curdling of milk and volcanic eruption. Non-periodic. R is 3 and 4. 3 is volcanic eruption and spoilage of food. Undesirable. You don't want this, right? So these are undesirable. S is 2 and 4. 2 is ripening of fruit and 4 is spoilage of food. Ripening of food and spoilage of food, both are chemical process and slow change. So our correct answer should be option number D. Question 20. Match the columns and select the correct option from the given quotes. Column 1 is material, column 2 is property, and column 3 is use. Okay. So plastic is an insulator. Plastic is an insulator and it can be used for covering of electric wires. Metals. Metals are malleable. That means you can hammer it and can convert it into a sheet, and metals, this malleable property can be used in jewelry. Glass. Glass is definitely transparent and glass can be used as the window panes. Cotton. Cotton is having a soft texture and cotton can be used in the making of pillows. So our correct answer should be option number B. Question number 21. Which of the following statement is or are correct? So the first statement says opaque materials allow light to pass through them completely, hence we cannot see any object through them. False. So first one is false because opaque object does not allow any light to pass through them. 2. A feather, wooden cork and a straw all floats on water. 2 is true. 3. Liquid immiscible with water such as cooking oil, kerosene and mercury always form a separate layer at the bottom of the water. No, they float on the water. So this is also false. 4. Cooking utensils are provided with wooden or plastic handles because they are good conductor of heat. No, they are bad conductor of heat. They are insulators. That's why cooking utensils are provided with this type of handles. So this is also false. So our correct statement here is only 2. Option number A. Question number 22. Study the given experimental setup and select the correct observation. So first one is water plus butter. Second is water plus green husk. Third is water plus wax pieces. Third is water plus detergent powder. Fourth is water plus talcum powder. Fifth is water plus chalk powder. So we have to find out the correct observation. Okay. It says the homogeneous mixture will be formed in test tube 4 and 5. Water plus detergent powder and water plus talcum powder. Homogeneous mixture. Not possible with water and talcum powder. Detergent powder can be possible to some extent, but no. So this is a wrong statement. B says a heterogeneous mixture will be formed in tube 2 and 3 and solid particles will settle at the bottom after some time is left undisturbed. Water plus grain husk, water plus wax pieces. No. It will never settle at the bottom of it. It will float. Okay, because wax pieces and grain husk both are having less density than water. So this is also wrong statement. Components in test tube 5 and 6, water plus talcum powder, water plus chalk powder, are too small in size and hence cannot be separated by filtration. No, it can easily be separated by filtration. So this is also wrong. A heterogeneous mixture is formed in test tube 1 and 2. Water plus grain husk. Yes. And solid particles will float on the surface of the water. Correct. So D is our correct answer. Question number 23. Depending upon the nature of the constituents present in a mixture, Suhana, a class 6 student, suggested some methods of separation as shown in the table. Which of these is or are incorrect method of separation? Let's see. Solid, hand picking or sieving. Correct. This is true. Solid, liquid, sedimentation or decantation or filtration. Correct. Liquid, immiscible. Decantation, separating funnel. Correct. Solid, liquid, soluble. Filtration and decantation. No, this can be done by evaporation. So 4 is false. Liquid, miscible, distillation. Correct. So our correct answer is option number D, 4 only. Okay. Question number 24. Select the correct statement. Expansions gaps are deliberately left between the rails to allow for the contraction of the rail. No, it is because of the expansion of the rails, not contraction. So this is a wrong statement. Solids, liquids and gases expands to the same extent if equal amount of heat is supplied. No. In all the states, the expansion is a relative method, right? So expansion is not the same in all the states of matter, right? So this is also false. On cooling, solid contracts the least while gases contracts the most. This is correct. None of this. So our correct answer is option number C. Question number 25. A few common materials are listed in the box. Which of the following statements is or are correct regarding these materials? Okay. Gold, chalk, glycerin, wax, clay, rubber band, and metal coins. Okay. 1 and 2. 1 is ductile, while 2 is brittle. We have to find the incorrect one. No, 1 is correct. This is 2. 4, 5 and 7. 4 wax, 5 clay and metal coin. They sink in water. How come wax will sink in water? Metal coin and clay can sink in water but not wax. This is a false statement. 1 is rigid. Gold is rigid while 6 is elastic. Rubber band. Rubber band is elastic, fine. Gold is not rigid. So this is also a false statement. 4. No. 6 is rubber band is elastic. Gold is rigid. Oh, this is true. Sorry, this is true. 3 is a liquid immiscible with water. Glycerin. Yes, this is immiscible in water. So this is, no, glycerin is miscible, not immiscible. So this is false. So our correct answer is option number B. Coming to the 26th question, refer to the given figure and select the correct option regarding P, Q, R, and S. So P, you can see it is a flower, R is the leaf, S is the stem, and Q is the root. Let's see the options. P is the plant part that later produces seeds, and in some plants like cabbage and broccoli, it gets modified to store food. This is a wrong statement. Why? Because flowers does not produces the seed. It is the fruit that produces the seed. Option B says P is the plant part that later produces seed, and in some plants actually both the options are the same. Okay, lettuce and spinach have edible R, and in some plants like pea and divine, it gets modified into thread-like structure that help in climbing up. And are edible parts of R? Yes, these are the leaves. And in some plants like pea and grapevine, the leaves does not get modified. The stem gets modified into lentils. So this is also a wrong statement. Option D says S is the plant part, the stem that helps to keep the plant upright, correct, and is modified into thorns in some plant for protection. Yes, the stems are modified into thorns. So this is the correct statement and the correct answer in our question number 26. Question 27. Study the given Venn diagram. Identify P, Q, R, and S and select the incorrect statement regarding them. P is breathes through skin, S is breathe through lungs, R is breathe through gills, and Q is a combination of both skin and lungs. Okay, we have to find the incorrect one. P could be an organism that helps in recycling of nutrients in the biosphere. Yes, earthworms. This is a correct statement. Q could be an organism that lives in both aquatic as well as terrestrial habitat. Yes, frog, because frog breathes through their skin underwater, and when they are outside, they breathe through their lungs. So this is also a correct statement. Option C says S may possess thick layer of fat under the skin, which is called as blubber. Yes, correct, because the whales, they have a thick layer of fat and they have blubbers also. So this is also correct. D says R could be a warm-blooded animal that possesses hard waterproof scales. Wrong, because fish are not warm-blooded animals. They are cold-blooded animals. Okay. So this is a wrong statement, but the correct answer of question number 27. Question 28. Refer to the given flow chart. Which of the following is or are correctly placed? Aquatic plants, submerged, floating, fixed floating, and free floating. So if I start from this free floating, water lily, lotus. Lotus is not free floating because it is attached to the soil. Fixed floating, Vallisneria is fixed floating. Water hyacinth is not fixed floating. Okay, it is not fixed. Submerged plant, hydrilla and duckweed. This is correct. So this is the only correct. Duckweed is not submerged. Hydrilla is only submerged. Okay. So this is the only correct one. So B is the correct answer.